What is up, my friends, and welcome to another video. To be honest, I didn't actually know what I wanted to record today, so I figured out that we're just gonna play random and play very annoying and do cheesy stuff, and I guess you guys will probably already know what this video is about in the title. Unless it's like, this is the best game ever, then I guess you're just gonna have to watch and find out. But okay, we got Zerg. You know what I want to do? Actually, what the heck is this map? Yo, I forgot about this completely, but there's new maps, and what the hell is that on a mini-map? Oh, it's just a mineral field. Okay, for some reason it looks like a weird icon to me. Okay, I don't know how many new maps... It's possible that every map is new, actually. That's what they've been doing in 1v1 recently. But anyway, I would love to go for my old Link Queen drop build. I don't remember 100% how to do it, but I feel like we should be able to get pretty close. Actually, a pretty cool story with this build. I don't remember where I got it from. I think I might have taken it from an NA called Reaper. I really like that build that he had. I think I changed it around a little bit. I don't remember exactly what, but credit still goes to him for, you know... I'm not sure if he gave me that build or if I just ruthlessly stole it, but shout out to him for the build anyway. So I started doing this. And it felt like an incredibly strong Zerg build. Like, really strong against Terran. I was actually beating all the Terrans around like 6k MMR on Europe. And my Zerg is usually about 5.6k or so. So that's really good. And I remember giving this build to Rainer. I actually beat Bjorn with that build too, by the way. Who is obviously a way better Terran than my Zerg. He's also a better Terran than my Terran. So that says enough already. But I gave that build to Rainer. And I've seen him beat really good Terrans with it a couple times. Like, I'm pretty sure he beat Maru and Clem with it, who are pretty much the two greatest Terrans of these recent, 5 years or whatever. So, very strong build. I don't know if anything has changed in the patches for them. I want to say no. Wait. Aha, okay, I see you. So this is going to be a bunker rush of some sorts, probably, right? Wait. No, I'm actually very confused here. 2 SCVs coming... Guys, what on earth is he doing? I actually don't know. If it's a 2-rax Marine, he would... Is he doing a... I'm so confused. So, if he's doing Marines, he should be making a bunker. So, it looks what he's doing is to go for proxy 3 or 4 racks, but... without SCVs? I want to guess it has to be Reapers. I don't know what else it would be, really. Playing Reapers against me feels kind of cool, actually. Okay, so there's a million SCVs coming. Well, I guess we're gonna have to save that Queen Link drop for later, unless somehow this ends up being an even game after this. I would have to lose a lot of drones for that. I actually did mind 100 extra gas, which I really... Guys. He proxy maraudered me, thinking that he would have a, 66% chance that it would work because I would be Terran or Protoss, but I got Zerg. Okay, I did not see that one coming up. Oh, that is so funny. I mean, that's honestly deserved. If you go for this 66% proxy gamble, that is honestly so deserved. Oh, no freaking way. That's why I couldn't figure it out. It didn't make any sense to me. I was like, he sent the SUVs back, so if it would be Marines, then, he would be making bunkers here already. I mean, you would imagine he would like to see what race I am at least, and then build a bunker here. If it was Reapers, he should have arrived already. So the only logical conclusion was that he was just going to save up 1 million Marines. He probably was annoyed by me finding him with my Overlord, but he was going to save up 1 million Marines and then walk in. But he instead went for Proxy Marauders, hoping that I was Terran or Protoss. As usual, fantastic warm-up game. Let's keep it going. Okay, game number 2 is against a Protoss, and we got Protoss ourselves. Now, we're playing on a 3-player map. Oh, every map is indeed new, by the way. 9 new maps in the map pool. That's great. And also for the random 2v2s that I'm going to be doing in the future, there's also new maps in 2v2, which I really like. But let's see, we're playing a PvP. PvP is sometimes hard to make exciting. So I think what I'm going to do is... Well, you guys already knew this, but I'm going to be turning this game into a bit of a clown fiesta. And the way how I'm going to do that is by playing mass oracles. Actually, no, I don't want to scout. Actually... No, okay, never mind. For a second, I thought this map was really good for cannon rushing, because there's like this area down here, but it doesn't actually look like that. Okay. I was about to send out the probe and just instinct build the fort, but we're not going to do that. But if you guys have watched a lot of Pro StarCraft 2 in like, I would say maybe like the last 2 years or so, then you'll know that the Oracle might be the single most valuable unit in a game of StarCraft 2. Protoss players make them a lot against Protoss and Zerg, and even one Oracle, sometimes two, and sometimes three. Just the entire game killing workers, dropping stasis wards, its detection, its scouting. It's just an insane unit, right? And what I think is one of the most annoying ways you can possibly lose in a game of StarCraft is by getting your units freaking stasised, because you can't even see it. Like, it's, well, you can see it, but it's invisible, right? So you need to really pay attention to that little shimmer. And then all of a sudden, all your units are trapped. Okay, dude, for a second I thought he was playing Nexus first or something, because I didn't see the first gate. All of a sudden your units are trapped and you're just cooked right away. So it's very annoying, and that is obviously very on brand for me. So that's what we're going to be going. Maybe I can block his cyber core. Oh, well, that was quite mediocre by me. The warm-up game was too short, guys. It's not my fault, okay? It would have been, well, not really a big deal. Really just annoying. Nothing more. I want to go for Proxy Stargate. Actually, that's dumb. Maybe it is kind of dumb, right? Because I want to make multiple oracles. Is he really going to find it here? He probably will, actually, yeah. Wait, this kind of... Is it me or does... Is that a path? Wait a second. No, right? No, okay. Why? It looks like a path to me. I know that they were experimenting with worker paths, worker-only paths. Doesn't it kind of look like it? Like, it looks like a bridge that you can go through, and there's like a gate over here? I guess not. Anyway, let's stop yapping for a second and actually make that pylon. Now, he sees that I went for the double chrono boost. He is... Okay, it's just a scout. I really didn't know what he was going to do with that, but he's going to build a scouting pylon. Fair enough. I'm just going to start 2 more. Actually, maybe I'm going to do something sneaky here. I don't know where he put the probe, but now he probably thinks that I shaded out. Let's go, baby. Oh, I love it when those things work out. Beautiful. Fake shade out. Now, I do need to be careful with this because his stalkers could already be near the middle of the map. It is very unlikely that he went for a proxy himself because he didn't know that I was Protoss, right? He only knew it. Dude, this thing... Yeah, some of those new features on maps, like that looked like there was an oracle, you know? I can probably fight this stalker anyway, look at this. Oh no, the second one was already there. My bad. Should I go for that stalker kill, actually? Or should I play this the sneaky way? I can play this the sneaky way as well. Not exactly sure how I want to be handling this. I do not have camera hotkeys right now. Where is... Oh, it's a little bit too far away. Okay. I'm gonna get... Oh, it lived? How did you live, big guy? Yo, not bad, actually. I thought that was 100% dead. No, this thing is actually pretty powerful. Okay, so we're gonna have 6 adepts. 1 oracle. Ideally, we hit at the same time. The biggest reason for that is the distraction for the stasis, not for oracles to do damage, you know, with the pulsar beam. Because I think it's quite likely he's gonna have a battery in his main base. Like, keep in mind, he saw that I didn't have an expansion, right? So I'm gonna shade in here, and then I'm gonna go for the stasis. Let's see. Okay, he's actually not expanding. That is gonna be a bit annoying. Here, I'm gonna drop down the stasis. He is going for some kind of all-in, looks like. Oh, okay. That was actually... Did he warp those in and kill the stasis? Probably barely in time, yeah. Here we go. Okay, so we're in the main base. This guy is going to be losing 1 million workers, and he's going to be pretty much all-inning me at the same time, right? Exactly. Let's see, how much do I need? Oh, it's actually a good amount of stuff. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of micro. He went for the prism first, which I actually kind of like for me. Okay, here we go. Oh, those pros are... That's a really big surround there on those stalkers. Hey, this is actually quite nice for me. I should really be canceling this Nexus, by the way. Let's not be too absurd here. Okay, so I got an Oracle as well. I'm just going to activate the beam. I mean, it's just a good amount of extra damage. Good micro by him. Let's pull the homies back for now. And then I can go for an energy recharge on that. I'm going to put down a stasis ward over here. And I mean, if that stasis ward pops, then we might win the game instantly. So that is a very scary prospect for him. Oh, he has an observer. Instead of the immortal? Okay. Oh, it's... How did that get a stalker? Dude, how good are stasis wards? Oh my god. Oh, wait, he went for it. Then I'm gonna go for it too. Here we go. I'm gonna get that prism, I think. Yes, we are. Oracles are popping off, and that is going to be... Actually, I don't know how many workers we killed, so I don't want to say a dub for sure. But I feel like we probably killed enough workers, right? I mean, the adepts are really in there, but I don't really know for how long. I really can't believe that Stasis actually got a Stalker. It didn't even... I mean, maybe it was just subconscious, but my mind already gave up on that idea, and then it still freaking happened. I have 41 energy, so that is pretty good. I feel like diving is not a bad idea. I'm just gonna make more oracles, because why the heck not, right? I feel like going for a forge for some reason. I want to play like Stasis with Cannon. I know it sounds dumb, but... Oh, here we go. Actually, I can catch these. I can catch these perfectly, I think. Yes, wow, look at this. This is a nightmare game for Mr. Guy. I actually think he probably should have killed me with that attack that he did, by the way, but for some reason, yeah, the Stalker probe defense, like the probes really connected very nastily on top of his Stalkers. He's gonna see me take an expansion now. I have 3 oracles waiting. Hey, you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about going for a triple stasis so he can't kill them all. I know it sounds dumb, but... Wait, look. We're gonna surround him with stasis wards. The stasis surround, baby! It's actually gonna work, look! No way! Okay, that is one of my best finishing moves ever. Can you believe that? How does that work? Why? What is this kind of plot armor? I actually really think his defense was quite good. Obviously, in the supply, you can see we were in a fantastic spot. I think it would have been scary if we had, for example, a Twilight Council, because then it could have been DTs and the Oracles needed to be back, or it could have been Blink and then it's scarier. But here, he needed Stalkers up here at all times, so I waited for the right moment. I was going to do it earlier. This is actually legit pretty hard to go up against, because I have units over here. So if he A moves these Stalkers, they're going to go towards the Adepts, because the Stasis Wards are not as big of a threat. So he has to target all of them. These 2 Stalkers on the left side are not going to be able to kill both of them. As you can see, he was focused on the Oracle over there. Everything gets Stasis. His income is going to go down to, what is that? I don't know, 20 gas and 20 minerals or something. I have more Stalkers. I was going to say alive, but out of stasis as well. That is a beautiful experiment for a potential future video where I just torture everyone with stasis wards. Let's go for game number 3. Game number 3 is against a Grandmaster Terran on Tourmaline. Now, we don't have a race-specific tooltip, but there we go. We got Terran. If that's the first Terran game of the day, we played Zerg and then Protoss, if I recall correctly. And let's see if there's anything special about this map. And also if there's anything that we can abuse as random against Terran. I feel like I should really know those things by heart, but I still like to think about it anyway. It's fun to get solutions, guys. It's really fun to think of builds you can do. It's actually one thing that I could recommend you guys is to... I know this is incredibly hard, but sometimes when you play a game like StarCraft, it's really good to just go back to the basics and just kind of throw away the stuff you already know. And I know that sounds silly, but when it comes to mechanics and stuff, you're still going to remember, you know, how to do stuff, right? You're still going to remember basic principles that you learned, like, for example, on 2 base, you can get 3 to 5 barracks, stuff like that. If you already knew it, you're going to remember. But it's really fun to just start over with a new build. You just begin with a new build order. And you'll notice you can do some really fun stuff. Like, you can just delay your gas forever and try to survive with 2 Marines instead of a Reaper. You could freaking make Blue Flame Hellions against Terran because they're good against Reaper Hellions. Like, we can do whatever the heck you want. If you play StarCraft for very long, trust me, even if you don't realize it, you probably do, you're going to be completely stuck in what you think is the right way to play. Like, okay, against Zerg, mech sucks because of this, and you have to play economically because 2-base all-in suck, or 2-base openings suck rather. And then what are you going to be stuck doing? You're going to be playing Reaper, 6 Hellion, 3rd Command Center into bio every single game, and you're going to feel like nothing else works. But then sometimes you do a ridiculous build where you make Blue Flame on 2-base and you destroy a Zerg you usually lose to, and you're like, huh, that's actually pretty freaking cool. So even though I knew, you know, how to play random against Terran before, it's still cool to start over again. In fact, okay, I was gonna say, we haven't been scouted yet, so I might go for... Actually, maybe, you know what, I'll still do it. Why not? I was gonna go for a 1-base 1-1-1. I think I can... Yeah, I'll go for the reactor here. Let's just do that. Very old school. It's a build that I like doing sometimes, even though it's probably not the best choice there is. But sometimes it just works very well. I had one game in DreamHack Valencia 3 years ago. This was like literally 1 month after my professional retirement. So I was just playing for fun, but obviously I was still kind of good, right? Because it hadn't been that long. And I actually got him real good with this one. I lost that game. It's actually kind of funny thinking about it, because I'm talking about it like it was some revolutionary build. I won the best of 3-2-1, and that was the one game I lost, but I should have won it too. So it can really work against very high-level players. Now, I have 2 choices here. We can go for the medevac, or we can go for the Liberator. I usually go for the Liberator. Maybe it'll be fun to try out the medevac. Actually, does it work? Medevac timing? Let's think about it, right? I'm gonna make one more. Yeah, I think it works actually. Let's go for the medevac, because why not? So what you do with the medevac? This is a really cool way to use your units, by the way. You guys are gonna enjoy this. So what you can do is you have Reaper Cliffs. Actually, do you have Reaper Cliffs? You do, right? I hope. It's kind of hard to see. I guess this is the Reaper Cliff. Oh, that is not a good Reaper Cliff. That's really small and... Okay, that's going to be a tough one. So what you can do when you play Hellion Medevac Reaper is you can just load the Hellions in the medevac and click everything up the Reaper Cliff, because the Reapers are going to jump up there anyway, and then you can just drop the Hellions on top of it. Actually, okay, I didn't think it was going to finish that fast, but that's all right. One Hellion is going to come behind. I think that's actually okay. I guess we can just click that Hellion into the natural. Now, let's see. I'm quite curious if we can make this build order work, because this really is pretty ancient. I haven't seen the medevac version in forever. Hey, Reaper can go across with me. He's now going to see that I'm doing an absolutely ridiculous build order, which probably suspected already, to be honest. Okay, here we go. He could have walled it off. That is possible. Let's see if he did. He did not wall it off. Okay, that is nice. Here we go. He's probably expecting me to attack in the front, so this is going to be a little annoying for him. He's going to get lock-ons, but he's going to lose a lot of workers for it in the process. Oh, actually, this is going to be... I would like to escape, but I think he's gonna get... Exactly. So I'm just gonna use it to do this instead. Very nice. I send another Reaper behind it, apparently. How many... There is so many workers I killed on the back end of this. Holy... Okay, now the macro behind this was not spectacular, to be honest. Actually, should I sneak in again? Yeah, we're gonna sneak in again. Here we go. Okay, this is a scary moment. I know some of you think I've lost the game. Some of you think I've 100% won the game. His army is so much stronger than mine that I'm not entirely sure. I do have one Raven, which is nice. These two bunkers are probably gonna come online in time. I think we're gonna go for another Raven, actually. I could go for a Banshee, but it's just too bad against the Cyclones. These bunkers are here purely to buy time, and now this is going to be beautiful, because look, there's so many SCVs that are low HP, they're going to be easy pickings. There we go, that's already 4 dying, and now I got 2 full bunkers at the front. I don't think he's going to have the possibility to elevator up here. I would imagine that, yeah, okay, he's going fully for it, right? He went for Reactor Viking. He's mining from this, but these are the SCVs that he sent from his main base, right? So it's really nothing spectacular. Okay, let's kill another, and then I'm gonna be a little sneaky, go around again. You guys go over here. Banshee would indeed not have been very useful here, so I'm glad with that decision. Viking is probably guarding his main ramp, if I had to guess, and now we're back to kill more. Oh my goodness, how many kills does he have? 11 kills on these 2 Reapers, guys. That is number 12. He's not going to be able to wall me in here because... oh, guys. Oh, no. I think I can reach that. No, barely not. Well, I think I can kill it anyway with these 3 auto turrets. Gonna be perfectly fine. There we go. That tank obviously the most important. This Reaper now has 9 kills. Killing that tank is very, very annoying for him. Can I escape with this grenade? Oh my goodness, it's still alive. Game. Okay, he paused, and for a second I had doubt whether it was a real pause or not, but I almost instantly realized that it was indeed going to be a little bit of a pause rage quit there. And there we go. 27 workers killed with this build. Now, to assess the strength of this build correctly, I do always want to go back to the initial moment. This is the way I like to judge builds, by the way. So, for example, I think those 2 Reapers, they might have... How many workers was it? Like an extra 15 or something ridiculous? That is not going to happen every game. So you kind of want to judge by how the attack actually went. So this is still reasonable. This was just a good move for me that could be somewhat expected. I am up by 10 workers, and I'm massively down in army. He made a Viking from there instead of a Raven. I guess that actually makes sense because he was probably expecting like a Liberator behind it or something. Judging by how big his army is, I don't think he actually could have broken the 2 bunkers. Now, let's say he went for a medevac and lifted everything in the main. Would we have been able to survive? I think we would have, because we probably would have had 4 or 6 Marines. We would have had 1 Cyclone and 1 auto turret, and we can pull the SCVs. Would have lost a lot of workers, so it's kind of tough to tell. I think that we actually got ahead from this, so this is beautiful. And now let's look how bad the worker count is going to get for him. We killed 15 workers, and I think the end was 25, right? So these killed 10 extra, I believe, which is just crazy. Look at them go. He's also not mining for a long time of this, by the way, because he keeps running around. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, it's actually another 12 workers that he lost. 20 workers up now. That is brutal. Fantastic game, but the games have been short, so let's play another one. Okay, game number 4 is on Old Republic against a Grandmaster Zerg. Now, I can tell you guys one thing. I am not going to be remembering the names of these maps for a good while. 9 new maps, and they're all shiny in a different way, and some have like high contrast. I feel like that should help me remember it, but I kind of doubt that I'm going to be remembering these names, so I'll probably remember the maps themselves and just read the, the name from the mini map in the loading screen to you guys. But okay, we're playing a TVZ. He doesn't know that I'm Terran. How can we abuse that? Oh, actually, I have a very annoying idea. Hey, if this works, we're going to tilt this guy off the face of the planet. So what you can do, which is a very old trick, like I'm talking decade plus old. It's actually a build I used at my first IEM Katowice in 2014 to beat a Zerg that always liked doing roach all-ins. Is I would fry his drones with Hellions before he could make roaches. So what you do is you play gas first, you make a Marine instead of a Reaper, and you just get the fastest possible Hellions out, and you just YOLO them in without any second thought. There could be like 2 queens at the front, could be like a semi-wall off. You're just gonna click past and right-click drones. And I can guarantee you, if someone did that against my Zerg, it would annoy the heck out of me, because it really just seems like a super frustrating thing to go up against. Is this a good map for... Actually, it's a pretty decent map. Yeah, it looks kind of wide. I guess 2 queens here could be fat enough to block this, maybe. That could be a potential problem, but I think we're going to be fine. The scariest part of doing a build like this, in case you guys want to try it, really is the follow-up, because let's say they defend your Hellions reasonably well, and then, they go for like a big roach attack after, then, you're gonna have to kind of low eco switch over to making tank Banshee, perhaps. It's not gonna be that easy. I'm very tempted to make this depot here. Should I cut gas? Yeah, I'm gonna go just fully into this. I'm gonna cut gas and I'm gonna cut 1 SCV. That way I can get my command center before the depot and the depot in time. The reason why I want the depot in time is because I know from experience that people can get a little crazy against random, and sometimes they'll go for a 12 full even though you could be Terran, or they just don't give a fork. So for that reason I wanted to wall off. I'm not gonna fly this barracks yet for that reason alone. Okay, I do not want, okay. If he finds the perfect timing here, then it is what it is. But otherwise, I'm gonna not take my chances. I'm not sure if he saw how ridiculously fast my factory was, by the way. I could, ooh, I kind of want to play Sky Terran as a follow-up. Yeah, actually, I love that idea, okay. I was thinking about going 3cc after this naturally, so I kill his eco and get more eco myself. But following this up into Sky Terran, I think is going to be very cool. I'm actually quite excited about this idea. And look at how fast these Hellions are. 252, I believe they finished exactly. Just beautiful. No, the Overlord does see them pretty fast, though. I guess we're going to find out real quick if he did a build that's good against this naturally, or if he's about to lose like 7 drones to 2 Hellions. Let's see. Okay, so 2 queens are at the front. I'm going to go for the main base, actually, because those links were in a pretty good spot. So far, his units were very well positioned. That is a good evolution chamber as well. I think we're going to be able to get a couple nice shots over here at the end. Target that low HP one. What I'm going to do here, actually very important. Ooh, can get those. No, that was a dumb idea. I wanted to buy time so these Hellions would get in. That's what I was going for. But then I kind of got seduced by, a potential big volley there. Let's get another couple over here. This is so annoying, man. Really, this might be one of the most annoying things you can do in StarCraft. Now, it sucks for me that these drones keep regenerating 1 health. It's making it a lot more difficult. Okay, so I have 2 more cars joining up here. He's probably not expecting these cars, seems like. Okay. Ooh, that is an annoying speed timing for sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that was just greedy by me. It's not even... You can't attribute that to luck or anything. That was just dumb. You gotta be honest with yourself, guys, okay? Sometimes you make great moves, sometimes you're just dumb. And that's fine, okay? Sometimes you have to be a little stupid. Now, do I go for... Yeah, I'm just gonna go for Banshee speed first. Why not? That is a really good scout by him, by the way. The fact that he sent a 2nd Overlord, usually against Terran, it's slightly questionable. Because if they make 1 Viking, you lose 2 Overlords. Actually, I'm still going to do that. Why not? I'm just going to make 1 Viking and snipe both the Overlord. This one looks like it's probably going to die to the... What the heck are you doing? Die to the Marine anyway. Did he just try to... Huh. It looked like he was trying to jump on my Hellions with, like, the same amount of links. If I lost that, I would have written an angry email about the strength of Zerglings there. Luckily for us, it didn't happen. Or for the Blizzard intern that would have to deal with my complaint. He probably wouldn't deal with it, just so you guys know. Okay, so there we go. The Viking's gonna kill this one, and then the next one. He does have a good amount of drones. I think based on that amount of drones, he probably did not make links. So I'm just gonna... Yeah, exactly. That's the same amount of links that we saw earlier, I believe. Let's see if I can survive with both of those low HP Hellions. We can indeed. There is a Banshee. Gonna keep this here for now. Get Cloak, get a third command center. So what we have to keep in mind here, guys, is that he scouted my Banshees, right? Or, yeah, I mean, I guess technically it could be BCs, but I mean, he already saw a Viking. He saw... I think he saw one Banshee, maybe not, but he saw it research as well, so he should really know that this is just going to be Banshees. I don't think he realizes that it's speed over Cloak yet, but anyway, most important part is that he is very likely going to go for a Lair, and very likely going to go for Spire. I think a lot of people play Hydras as well. The Spire is definitely scarier, I think. Don't want to say that entirely, you know, certainly, because Hydra timings can be pretty freaking brutal. Wait, he's actually... That guy's crazy. He want... How many does he want to lose? Or is he... No, wait, I think he's just marking it, actually. Roaches, okay. I think he's just doing the mark. Which is rallying your overlords to the map, to the other side of the map by accident. Okay, so this guy's very, very likely going for the Spire here. Yeah, exactly. The reason I said it was because of all those gases, by the way, not for any other reason. So what I can do is I can go for Liberators or Vikings as well. I'm just going to make these turrets already because I have the money. You don't have to rush them like that when you see it's not finished, but... This is now a 4-kill Viking. It's going to be a 5-kill Viking, which is insane. I think... Can I snipe that Spire? No, right? There's no way, I think. It would be very funny. Oh, well, actually... No. No, that's not allowed. That's illegal. Guys, oh, why was that in range? Guys, it's actually gonna die. No way, that is so disgusting, actually. Oh, man. I thought I was delusional when I went for it, not gonna lie. I thought I was just being stupid. Because I thought the spores would cover it well enough and the queens would arrive at... Oh, that is messed up. Now I guess I can make even more Banshees. That is gonna be an 8-kill Viking, by the way, guys. That is looking to be an 8-kill Viking right now, which is just absolutely absurd. It doesn't look like he has an Overseer here, does he? I mean, even... Ooh. That's a high-energy queen that's gonna die. Oh, they're spawning just right there. Oopsie. Okay, here we go. Guess we're just gonna pick up a couple drones again. Dude, Spires take long to build, man. Even after they got buffed, they take pretty freaking long to build, so that is unpleasant. Now, we don't have our regular 5cc setup here. So that is something to keep in mind. I'm actually gonna go for Vikings, because they are gonna be better against the ground army as well. Let me work on the fact that we do not have the 5 command center setup here. How many Banshees do I have left? Actually, a very decent... I didn't lose a single one, I think. So every single Roach is gonna die. The reason why that's good... That's another... Oh my goodness. Dude, that Viking... No, man. It's gonna be a freaking 11-kill Viking. I might even get the Overseer. This is the most MVP Viking I've ever had, I think. And I have had multiple because I play the freaking Penguin Brothers. Okay, there's a Spire over here. I'm gonna go for Liberators real quick, and then we're gonna kill the Spire again. God, this is a really brutal game. I have enough Banshees to kill these queens now, by the way, through transfuses and stuff. There we go, that's gonna die as well. I hope for his sake that he actually spent his money very quickly on Corruptors, because otherwise he's going to be in a world of pain against these Banshees. He's gonna lose this base at least. Doesn't look like there's many more on the way, right? I'm gonna dip for now. Like, he is going full uThermal against me. Like, 12 Overlords, guys? Are you kidding me? He's still rallying them. It's gonna be 13 Overlords now. Let me just one-tap these Roaches real quick. It's so hard to catch these when they have speed, by the way. Let's see. I'm just gonna keep going. This Viking, it doesn't have to be saved. It's gonna keep going until it gets forced to be retired. Even now, by the way, you guys think I'm losing a Viking by accident? No. That Viking just killed me this base. That might be one of the most MVP units we've ever had. Like, I know we've had our MVP tier Ghost and whatever, but that is just freaking crazy. Now, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna snipe this base. Ooh, the Corruptors did come back. Okay. For some reason, I didn't think they were gonna come back. Okay, let me just kill those and fly away, because these are fast. Corruptors, as you can see, are also quite fast. I'm not sure if he's ever going to catch up to my Sky Terran army, though. Oh, he does have a base over there. Okay, that's something we missed. I should have realized that, because the 4th base here was quite late, actually, so... Yeah, I definitely couldn't have realized that. I mean, my air army is getting enormous. Oh my goodness, that is so many overlords waiting to die. No, how many overlords can you lose, my friend? I think there might be a record on the way of supply blocked for the longest time. Either this guy made way too many overlords, or he spent a lot of time supply blocked. I think he probably made a decent amount of overlords because he kept losing them. He probably just had the button held down at some point, but you would have to imagine that he got supply blocked for at least a decent amount of time. Okay. How many overlords have I killed? It's about 20 right now, I believe, because the Viking had, I think it was 14 kills? Not 13 kills, right? Yeah, I think it was 13 kills. Those amount of corruptors are not going to do anything against my air army, by the way. Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to be able to cloak these. He sees that I have a massive Sky Terran army, and he taps out. Wow, this was so freaking brutal. 2,200 resources lost, 2,300 against 7,700. Let's just go back a little bit, and I just want to see if he was like randomly supply blocked at any point in time when we're looking. Okay, so here he wasn't supply blocked. Well, I mean, he honestly is supply blocked here because this amount of money would have put him at like 115 supply or something. Now he is actually supply blocked, so there are the overlords. He made this... I can't believe that Spire got killed. Now he gets supply blocked again. And, well, yeah, again, oh my goodness, this is so disgusting. Like, it doesn't even look like he's supply block because he's not spending the money, but he spent all this time supply block. It's been like 2 minutes already. And they lose another one. He was in the red again. Then he made another million overlords. And knowing him, he's about to get supply blocked again. Also, let's look at the income here real quick. That's how much damage we were able to do with those early Hellions and whatnot. He is 5 supply from being supply blocked, and then he's going to lose these again, going back down into the red, 111 out of 72. And yeah, this was the most torturous game ever. But I'm going to have to be very honest here, guys. A lot of times, it's me doing the torturing. I did a fair bit of torturing this game. I think this guy tortured himself a lot by just... Never. I didn't even know how, because it's not like he rallied these units into my base. It was just the overlords. I tend to do both. Right? I fly my units, I rock my units into their base, and I rally the overlords and lose them by accident. I don't think I've ever lost this many, by the way. Like, now I kind of feel good about my Zerg play here after seeing this guy rally 20 overlords to their death. But alright, that's going to be it for today. Complete freestyle episode, playing a bit of random. Hope you guys had a fantastic time. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.